So first of all, wrist shot. And today we will be taking a look at this Citizen Promaster 200 meter dive watch. It's a Promaster NY0040 if you want to look at it. And this is a heavily modified Promaster. It has a custom Pepsi bezel insert. Normally you will be looking at the black bezel insert, and this is a bit different, and it doesn't come on a NATO. It usually comes on a rubber band with the Citizen depth gauges around here, and in some rare occasions I've seen them on a bracelet. But I always wanted to check out these watches. A couple of people I know have these, and one thing about this Citizen Promaster, design wise, it's very unique watch, and it's not a copy, it's not a homage. And when you see this watch on someone's wrist, I immediately can tell it's a Citizen Promaster. So today we'll be taking a closer look at this one and give you all the specs and review it and whatnot. Alright, let's get the specs out of the way first. This is a 200 meter dive watch, so it's a I think this is a ISO certified dive watch, and it's 42 millimeter in diameter. The lug width is 20 millimeters. The thickness of this watch is 12 millimeters, and the crown is 5.5 if you are interested in that kind of stuff. For me, I always want to know what kind of a lug width is and the weight, and I believe this is a lug to lug 48 millimeters. So overall it's a 42 millimeter dive watch, sort of like a SKX. And speaking of SKX, this watch was SKX was released in 1996, and a year later, 97, Citizen released this one. And this is a bit dated version of mine I have here. I can tell by this aged loom and a little bit of a patina on it, and it's a very nice watch. It's cased, it's powered by a Miata Movement 8 to, well, just let me check. Yeah, that's how I do my reviews. I don't even, but I just want to make sure to be completely sure. It's 8203. Yeah, this is the Miata, Citizen Miata 8203 with the date complication, and this is a in-house Citizen movement and Miata. And you probably heard about Miata, but some of you didn't know it was Citizen's movement. And this Citizen watch company is a very respected watch company. They were founded in 1930s, and when if I'm gonna buy a Miata powered watch, I prefer to have just a Citizen than, let's say, RMR or some other new dive watches which are way overpriced. And excuse me. So overall, the case is stainless steel case, has a combination of brushed and polished surfaces. Here you have a polished, and here a little bit of a brushed. The lines are neatly and clearly visible. The one thing different with this watch is that the crown here is on the left side, so I call it lefty and some people other call it lefty, but if you're not used to this, usually used to on the right side crown, it can be a little different, especially if you're not left-handed person. So what I do is I just turn it around and screw it back in. This is a movement from Yoda. It's very reliable, accurate. Some people will argue that it's even better performer than a 7S26, and it's a better movement. I don't really think so. I think they are all great. And Orient's movement, Orient Mako's movement, Seiko's entry level, and this Sitson, they are all just fantastic values. And the Sitson sells a lot of movements. Your average Fossil watch, Michael Kors, and all of those small watches, they have a Sitson Yoda movement inside, whether it's a quartz or automatic. So they make a lot of money selling the movements, and of course they have their own watches. The watch is ISO certified. The other thing I like about it is its bezel, but not the bezel action. It's nothing wrong with it. It's 60 clicks. It's not an SKX bezel with a smooth operator, but it does the job. It's not too stiff. It doesn't have a play. Everything is aligned. Excuse me again. I have a sore throat. Everything is aligned, and the only thing I dislike about this watch, and this is completely personal thing, is I'm not the biggest fan of Pepsi, and this is, anyways, it's not original Pepsi. You can find these watches all black with the gold details like here and here, and this has gold crown, but the gold details here were erased, with the blue dial. It's kind of that shimmery blue dial, but not over the top. One of I think my watchmaker has that one. I saw it, and they have a yellow dial, and they also have a full lume dial, so it glows like a torch. I kind of like black one, and if I see anywhere Sitson with the bracelet on, I will definitely snatch that all black with the bracelet. That's my favorite look, and if I see it sometimes somewhere I see it, I will just take a look at the case back. Nothing here special. Screw-in case back, Sitson Promaster watch code. Detail has a nice arrow here, Sitson arrow, and that's it. Very comfortable watch, very ergonomic. And overall, this is a watch if you want something different than the SKX. You don't want to jump on the SKX bandwagon and just do something, have something unique. And this watch definitely has a lot of character. I like these ridges on the bezel here. It just gives out the complete distinct look of it's a Promaster, and Sitson uses this bezel on a lot of other watches, and just wherever you put your finger, it just grips perfectly, and at the same time it looks unique. And this watch is very distinctive, and it's design of its own, doesn't copy any other watches. Here the dial is one thing I like more than on SKX, because here dial is a black dial with it's not like dark gray or charcoal, it's purely black dial, and I love that. It's a deep ink dial and beautiful. Indices also are nice and unique to Sitson. Has a nice polished frames around them, and the date wheel is black, and I love that. It's not the easiest watch to read out the date, but hey, it just flows through the aesthetics of the dial. It's very nice, and you still can see the date, but you don't have to see it from 10 meters or whatever. Down here just says divers, water resist 200 meters, and it's a nice watch. I mentioned certified diver. Great value for money. The price range, they are just a bit cheaper than SKS, and they always have been, and they will be a bit cheaper than SKS, and I see them as a direct competitor to SKS. And let me tell you, this is not a lesser watch than SKS. It's a great tool watch, perfect, has a nice dial. The loom is just like SKS, super luminova, bezel, just unique bezel, and watch that if you don't want to jump on a bandwagon, and everyone these days just loves SKS, especially 009. It's kind of popular, some kind of a movie was released and some kind of actor for it, and everyone's running on it. So if you that dude who likes to be a bit different and wear something different and still have a capable tool diver's watch certified, this is probably a watch for you. So I don't know what else to say. Movement is accurate. You can hand wound it. You cannot hack it, and that's important to you normally. But there's a way to hack watches just like SKS. And this one, if it's low on power reserve, you just pull out the crown and just turn the hands backwards. And hands are also nice and unique. I like them more than on the SKS. And overall, because of the smaller lugs, it wears a bit smaller than SKS on the wrist, just a bit smaller, even though it's the same size, and it's a bit thinner, and great watch for the money, whether you take the black one, blue one, or the yellow one. Some people like it, some not. And this is one of the versions which has been modified with the gold details. You can see it has a gold crown, but thing with gold plating, it fades out over the time, so it's not the best option, like you can see. And with this particular model, I think the bezel insert works. Pepsi works for this model, but overall I'm not the biggest fan of Pepsi, so I will be trying to find the black one with the bracelet. If I see it somewhere, I will definitely get it. Bezel insert is aluminum. It's polished. It's a bit reflects, it's a bit shiny, and the dial is black. It's pitch black. It's always what I want for that watch. So I don't know what else to say. This is my little review of a Citizen Promaster dial watch. It's a great watch, great value for money, great alternative to SKS tool watch. It can do everything SKS can do, just looks different. So if you like it, you definitely buy it. It's worth the money, and have a nice rest of the day.